Hello.
Hello.
I
Craig.
didn't expect it to
Now-
speak.
I know. It's really kind of.
I guess it's better than him
unnerving.
like recording and then someone not knowing he's recording.
I think
Fair
I would agree. Okay. Core share copy playlist link.
Craig.
Okay.
Groovy.
That's cut the fuck out. Cut the fuck out. That's why I cued it.
Mm.
Bitch ass bitch. Okay. All right. Oh, look at that. And the Spotify link gave me the entire songs this time, which is great. That's going to be a lot easier than using the groovy shortcuts. Okay. So, is there any other stuff that we need to get squared away before we can get started? Everyone's got their gear, everyone's got their mechs, everyone's got all the stuff that they want to get.
Okay. I think yes. Okay, I need to get out of my and get into my regular boy. Yes, mag clamps make sense for Preston.
That's
Frag
cool.
grenades I do as well, and a flex suit. Comfy. Not that comfy. But he doesn't care. I think he's ready.
I gave my
Cool.
mech like a little bit extra carrying space in the cockpit, and because I
Useful.
figured that would never not be useful. Even if we don't have something in there, I could just store 20, giant bags of Swedish fish in there.
You right.
Right.
What do you think would happen
when I use new commands? That does stop it for everybody, right?
Yes, the music is
Yeah.
not going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cute. I thought I heard it in the background of someone's voice, and I was like, "Oh no!
Oh yeah!"
Oh no!"
Custom paint job.
Was that just a sultry ooh woo you gave us?
No, that was oh no.
Okay, why did I default to ooh woo?
Ooh.
I spent too much fucking time on Discord.
Meme approved.
We all do.
Okay. All right. So everyone ready?
Ready. Getting into character as Preston, drop the voice down half an octave, make it scratchy, make it disaffected. Make him sound like he's lived too hard of a life and he has nothing left to live for anymore except being useful.
Ben, I just want you to know that if Preston ever happens to die, I'm making you play a happy character for fucking once.
Quinn, that's not going to happen.
God damn it, Ben. Okay.
Okay, I'll do my best to play a happy character, alright? I just like to play characters who can grow and change.
There are more ways to do that than starting them off emotionally disaffected, Ben. So.
Are there?
I love. There's got to be. I love.
We'll find
Ben,
it.
and I love all your characters. I just also here's the thing, Ben. You like playing characters that grow and change. I like having players that grow and change too.
Oh, fun,
Ooh,
Quinn.
how about that?
Ooh, that's spicy. I like it. I dig it.
All right.
If Preston does somehow die and we can't clone him back, then yeah.
Okay, we can figure it out. I just wanted to make that known. All right, everybody ready?
Everybody ready.
Cracked next. Jacked. All right. Here we go. Oh, did the music start? Listen, you cock.
It's not started.
It has not started. Okay. All right.
Plug my headset in so I don't get beeps.
The year is 5016 Union Era, in the time of the Third Mission. Humanity has colonized thousands upon thousands of star systems, and yet it has barely dipped its toes into the shimmering and vast galactic waters. But humanity's path through the stars could hardly be called a gentle one. Like cradle before it, the galaxy's canvas has been slowly decorated with impressionist dust of blood, sweat, and tears. Blood of the oppressors and the oppressed, sweat of the soldiers and the settlers, tears of those who were forced to gamble not only with their lives but their people's lives and lost them all. Slowly, as these spots are placed with care, one by one, the final picture will come into view. But that moment will not come for millennia, if ever. And the story we are telling today is instead much smaller. Like all stories, It begins with people, the Carrion Corps. They are scrappers and scabs and murderers and innocents, but the most important thing that they are is together. Mandragore, the sun of the Dorian system, slowly reveals itself from behind the planet Geld. The ever-morning light splinters and spires from the twisted aftermath of two mighty metal waves of armies crashing against each other in the silence of space. And in all the gray and red, there is a matte glow of dull green, as Mandragore reflects off the hull of the Humboldt. Inside, the Carrion Corps each prepare for the undertaking in their own way. Gloria Morris and Akane HA034D do their best to relax, playing recreations of historical video games, steeling themselves against the possibility of real violence with real laughter. These two have been through much together, and damned if anything was going to break their winning streak now. Stephanie Miroshnichenko practices the violin, teaching the ship's NHP pilot Parthenon about the Ionian mode and its keys. Parthenon could learn it all in an instant, if he chose, but finds comfort in Steph's careful and caring instruction. Steph likewise finds comfort in the act of teaching, and together they weave a strange and soft melody which promises more lessons sure to come, a good luck charm to ensure safe passage home. Sirius Ilfiri nervously runs through combat simulations in her one more time and then one more after that. Old feelings of high expectations resurfacing as she adjusts her targeting algorithm. It'll be fine, she knows, but starts the simulation over from the beginning anyway, as Carrion Corps' secretary, Marcos Champion, watches over her from the control room, having trouble deciding whether he's more concerned, fond, or proud. Preston Cary is lying on his stomach in his room, a panel removed from his floor so that he can peer in the circuitry inside. Without looking at his sketchpad, his hand quickly and lightly reproduces the tangle of wires he's observing, and he allows curiosity and routine to wipe away the frown from his brow and the uncertainty from his breast. The Humboldt draws near to the killing fields, themselves dead, where the prize rests. Marcos puts out the call, with hearts of all shapes, sizes, and weights. The Carrion Corps reports to the mech hangar. This is their story. My name is Samuel Quinn Morris, and I am proud to be your storyteller. Welcome to Lancer.
That was really fucking good.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Goddamn.
Quinn.
Oh,
That was
Oh.
beautiful.
I'm feeling it. I
Did
am
you-
in it.
Did you?
Right? Oh yeah,
You-
God, that wasn't improvised. You guys were fucking, no way. I'm good. I ain't that good. That
Oh,
I
you're
wrote
not.
that.
You know,
wrote
I knew
that
it
out.
wasn't improvised when I noticed how much the music was matching up with it.
You're
Exactly.
talking to a former theater kid here, Molly.
Yeah. I don't know if we can say former now. Hoo-wee.
Okay,
Um,
fair enough.
Damn. Oh man, that was so much fun. That was so much
Yeah.
fun. The first time I did that last night, I popped the fuck off.
Good. Pop the fuck off now, guy.
So oh yeah, I'm feeling juiced, let me tell you. So let me see here. Let me pull up things and get the
What?
What?
Okay, it's my Quinella.
what? Oh hey. Hi. Hi. Hi, Mom. Where is? There it is. Go to sleep. That should be
say
right. Hi.
Miss you.
Miss you too. Okay, so you guys are in the hangar, and you guys all get your mechs ready for deployment. What does that look like? What are the last second preparations that you guys have to do before you bounce out? This champion is also in there, bustling around, helping get things ready, double checking the briefing. As he passes each of you in the hangar, he gives you a nod, a smile, and, you know, maybe a reassuring hand on the shoulder. What's the mood like?
What's the mission like?
It's a good question. How do I turn? There we go. That's down a little bit. So, what's the mission like? The briefing is as follows. Marcus kind of gets up on a crate or something. He's like, "All right, folks. Here's what we're looking at. The only reason we're in this stupid backwater system is because, according to the mayor of Geld, and that's right, the mayor of a planet. We can get into that later. He's our client today. And more importantly, their science team is our client today. As you can see out the window, there was a pretty big battle here. Just, you know, less than 24 hours ago. And according to Geld, they had a super weapon here. He doesn't say if they used it. All he says is they had a prototype super weapon, and they need it back real bad. They won't tell me jack shit. They're too afraid that we're spies or that we'd sell the information to somebody else. Oh, their reasons are universally bad, but that's what they've got. They won't tell us what it looks like. They won't tell us what it does. The only thing they've told us is that it was in their capital ship, the Iris. We don't know where the Iris is located. We're here on kind of the outskirts of the fields. You guys are gonna have to pick your way in and find the call sign yourselves. They have on purpose turned off all of the transceivers or transmitters that would normally let us locate the ship and whatever its payload is, because again, they're paranoid. So we're gonna have to do this manually, guys. It might take a little
Room
while.
to room, manual, minimal gravity presence,
What a
close
drag.
range.
I mean, this is it's just space. Minimal gravity is putting it strongly.
Ship isn't under thruster rotation. Would it normally be?
No. I mean, I would say that as their armies, these would, I guess I'll make this out of character, as they are, I think most armies are probably usually using thrust gravity in order to have like more, I feel like that's gotta be more advantageous for a military style vessel. But these ships, they've pretty much stayed where they were. It seems as though by the time the battle was over, the vast majority of them had no inertia. I know that sounds weird, but look outside. You know, that's gotta be nearly all of the ships that were involved. So, I don't have any explanation for that, but they have confirmed for me that the ship is, in all probability, still here.
Do we know anything about the enemy combatants?
The enemy combatants were from a neighboring planet in the system, Kyle. And yeah, I know, Kyle, it's after some old hero from their history or something. But the planet would have been roughly at same technological capacity. It was pretty even, but I mean, nothing should be this even. There were no survivors. There were literally 0 survivors from either side. There's something going on here they are absolutely not telling us. And that I don't like. But for the job and for the people involved, the payday is pretty good.
What's the chance of enemy reinforcements?
None, so far as I can tell. The battle is pretty well over, and it's though like peace trees and everything they've already started. They're already really far along in negotiations. Guys, there's something about the fight itself. Like, it's not that I distrust the people, it's just that I distrust what I'm looking at. But again, payday is good. We weren't doing anything better, and I have faith that whatever might happen out there, you guys can handle it. Plus, like I said, it's a backwater system. I don't think it's likely we're going to end up engaged in anything. It just, I don't see it happening. But it's conceivably possible. I don't think it's likely, though.
Right. Get in, do our job, get out.
I think odds are good, but I am concerned about whatever it is we're looking for. This whole thing skews me out a little bit. I mean, still gonna do the job, but we should be definitely careful and quick.
Careful and quick. Right,
Yeah.
like you said.
Agreed. Okay, anything else before you guys head out?
You mentioned... Sorry, out of character, you mentioned mech maintenance, getting everything ready one final time. It's safe to imagine at this point the hangar has been depressurized and despun. We're in microgravity. Simple matter of, how exactly would you handle, maneuvering around a mech in this? Obviously, the frame would have, physical handles to grab onto, pull yourself around. Final preparations, ensure that every joint is, in working order. See that a patch you applied, semi-quickly is holding tight. Unload, reload, chamber check shotgun, heating coils on blade engaged. Ready to blow through, around, or into a ship. This is what I do.
Hell yeah. Anyone else for mech checks?
Akane runs a simple pre-flight check, and then just sits there with her eyes closed in the cockpit, waiting until deployment.
Steph's, gonna do the same thing. Look over her mech and make sure nothing's out of place. Paint job included.
Oh yeah, what does the paint job look like?
I mean, it's mostly pretty simple, but there's a large phoenix emblazoned on the back of the mech that she meticulously spent time painting, and she knows that there's a good chance it'll get ruined at some point, but she'll paint it again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wanna know what mine looks like?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like a fucked up Cheshire cat smile.
Wonderful.
Like Cheshire cat smile, but even more fucked up.
Very nice.
With like coming out at angles and stuff.
What?
With like teeth coming out at
Yeah.
angles. Yeah. Sirius, anything on your end?
Nothing very specific. Haven't thought of a good paint job yet.
Right.
Don't worry about it. I kind of like the idea of you saying that out loud. Just like looking at the other paint jobs and being like, damn, I really gotta get on this. Okay, so you guys hop in, check in, your NHPs say hello.
You mean CompCon in this situation, correct? Sorry, I shouldn't be such a stickler.
No, we've got I've got two NHPs on the mechs here. We've got two folks with Technophile. Yeah, Bernie's just like, let me see, did I come up with a voice for Bernie? Yeah. Hello, Gloria. Welcome back.
Hey Bernie, you missed me?
Every minute of every day. Please, can we just do this?
What, you're not looking forward to this one?
I'm not Not. Tell you what, I'm looking forward for it to be over. And, Stephanie, tell me more about Catherine, just so that I like have a quick idea of how to play her.
I guess she's just very straightforward, professional. Greets Steph kind of like a colleague, and Steph is still kind of trying to get her to reach the point of being more like a friend, I guess, but not quite there.
Okay. Totally. Have you got Kat to a first name basis yet?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, you know, maybe like a coworker.
Oh yeah, like she's not calling you Steph, it's Stephanie. Okay, so you get in.
She doesn't have much of a sense of humor. Steph's working on that too.
Yeah. Hi, Stephanie. Ready to go?
Hi, Catherine. I think we're all prepared here. Are you prepared?
Pre-flight checks nominal. Let's do it.
Excellent.
Okay, so you guys all. So Marcus is up in a little control booth in the mech hangar, and he gives you guys all a thumbs up, and the launch tracks push you guys forward and out, and into the mass of twisted metal you guys ascend. And so the way that I was thinking of handling this roleplay section is all of you guys have different jobs that you're going to do during salvage. So I basically, my plan for this is, what do you do? And then I'll come up with proper like obstacles for you guys sort of on the fly. I have some stored up, but I want to know from you guys what your roles are during a salvage mission.
I mentioned before, Preston is probably, in between his background in electrical engineering, mainline tinkerings with, obviously electromechanical systems. He's probably good at, coarse disassembly of fine components. In between, the charged high-heat energy blade, shotgun to blow precise holes in things, and even just a flat grenade to separate, a large chunk of metal. He knows how to get into, like, a delicate system so that somebody who's, maybe a little bit better at the, the actual understanding of it, designing of it. Not the designing of it.
Cool. All right, so we've got our disassembler, the guy who isolates components and prepares them for transport. Who's up next?
Akane is probably good at both demolitions and providing covering fire in tough situations.
Okay, that's our demolitions expert done.
I'd say Gloria is probably a sort of a forward scout. Like she'll like make sure that there's nothing like hiding out there in the tree fields waiting to ambush us. And like and also like making sure that if there is something, then she's the first thing that they get a chance to target.
Okay, sounds good.
Actually, a mix of Gloria and Preston's idea was, or Preston was what I was thinking.
That's fine. You're still new to the operative team, so we can have you like. Your role right now currently is shadowing either one or the other to kind of not exactly keep you out of trouble, but keep you out of trouble so that you can.
I don't die.
Sort of learn the ropes. Yeah.
Not so I don't cause trouble.
Yeah.
Unless I need to be Gloria's babysitter.
Which is not unnecessary.
That is definitely a helpful job.
Yeah. And Steph?
Steph would be, I guess, she would specialize in identifying important components, valuable components, even if they are not necessarily the target. She can identify things that might be worth picking up, even if they're not exactly on the agenda.
resident loot gremlin.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it.
Nice. And I also imagine that you're the resident hacking expert too.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So, with all that in mind, don't forget that you can use your pilot triggers to help you in these narrative situations. A couple of you, as I was looking through, have some triggers that will definitely be relevant to salvage investigations. So, you guys are on the outskirts of this decently large battlefield. What do you do?
Well, Gloria, would you mind doing the honors?
Lock and load. Let's do this! And she charges, she doesn't charge for it, but she just sort of starts doing sweeps through the field.
Okay.
I have the spot action, if that helps.
That does help. And I believe, is it Gloria who also has spot, or is that Akane?
Akane does not have SWAT.
Someone else has spot, I'm fucking sure.
Oh no, I do have spot. Yeah.
Haha.
Is it a d20 plus 2 is how you do it?
I believe so.
Okay, are we using real dice or roll 20 dice?
We are using real dice because we are real people.
Okay. That hit the side. 17 plus 2.
17 plus 2. Yeah, that's, you managed that.
More than enough.
So tell me what you're looking for, because you don't know what the ship looks like. Well, no, you do. They can send you a picture. They're not that mean, but there's a lot of stuff here. So even a quick scan doesn't just like show you where the ship is. Tell me what you are looking for that could help you.
Looking for the paint job on any exterior pieces I can find to see if anything looks similar enough.
On any exterior pieces. Okay. So looking at the battlefield, it's about half and half. The Geld ships were all kind of a nice, not quite gold, but off gold, because they just wanted to keep in theme. And the ships from Kyle are kind of a sealy blue. So you kind of look at you get a little bit of elevation, and you look at the breakdown of colors, and it does seem as though most of the battlefield is not exactly in half, but definitely there's one side with more Geld ships than the other. So you have eliminated nearly a half of the battlefield as being a place where you can find the ship. So good job. And so she relays this information to you, and you guys start to like make your way forward, picking your way through the ships. There's this one part that's just like a bunch of ships, very like just sandwiched, super close together. They've seemed to have fused to each other from the heat of weaponry, and they're pretty big. Going around them is going to take a lot of time and be really annoying. What do you do?
Who is presented with this dilemma?
I imagine it's all of you. This weird fused ship seems to take up a pretty decent amount of the band. I mean, do you guys normally stick together during an operation, or do you all split up?
I'd imagine we'd stick together until we are maybe searching a specific area.
Yeah, so it's all of you.
Does it look like I can be blown apart?
cut through it, I will cut through it, if I may.
Be my guest.
Right. Sword glows. Let's see. What applicable triggers do I have here? Assault probably isn't it. We are not exactly under pressure here. Invent or create, not quite, and you can't exactly threaten the thing apart. This is a straight roll.
No, that attitude.
I don't know. I'm going to give you guys. I think it would make sense for me to give you a free trigger relating to your role on the ship. That seems narratively meaningful enough that I'm willing to give it to you. So when you do something that directly relates to your specific role within the salvage operation, take a trigger.
Thank you. That makes my life much easier. I don't know if trigger would be the right thing here. It would be a flat +1. If I remember correctly, that's how that works.
Oh, is it? Oh, right, yeah, that would be an accuracy. Yeah. Okay, go for it.
In that case, D20, add an accuracy to go over, around, or through. We've got a total of 15.
Okay, cool. Describe how you do it.
Simple. Ships are fused at the hull. Nothing incredibly complex. Most difficult component is the armor, but that's easy to blast off with, quick application of shotgun at an angle. Stand back. There's no report of an actual blast of shrapnel in space, but the flash is plenty evident. AV suppression on all of your visors inside your mechs kicks into effect, brings it down to a safe light level. Surface has been exposed, blade up, heat, white hot, red hot, bluish hot, down, through, clean cut, other side, smattering of again, ceramic, metallic, armor and heat dissipating composite, scatter around, off-white, mica-ish, would be pretty if not for the circumstances. Preston doesn't seem to think so. Puts his sword back on its mount, gives the two holes a push to make them, clear enough for people to pass through. Simple nod.
Cool. All right, you guys have a way forward, and I think I would like a spot check from Gloria. Do a little bit of scouting. There's something about the battlefield and something about all this that's skeeving all of you out. So why don't you try and figure out what it is?
I rolled a 1.
Oof.
Okay.
So +2 is 3 total, but that's
Yep, that doesn't do it. Okay, so you fly up and you look around and you don't see anything moving and you don't see anything that's the ship, and you just still get that feeling that there's something weird. But you don't know. Sirius, remind me of your triggers here.
My triggers are stay cool, charm, hack or fix, and spot.
Okay. Oh, do you want to try a spot check?
Sure. That's a 5 + 2. 7.
It's 5 + 2. Okay. Alright. No. Oh wait. I mean it wouldn't have made a difference for Gloria, but I just remembered that you do get an accuracy. So roll a d6 and add the result.
Okay. A 3. So 10.
Nice. Okay, so you're shadowing Gloria here. She had you go up with her, and you're looking at the battlefield. And what's up with this? And it suddenly hits you. There's no way that the people on either side could have killed anyone on either side. You look at the way all the ships are pointing, and it seems like everyone killed themselves. Most ships are pointing directly at another ship, or their weapon systems are pointing directly at another ship. This wasn't battle, everyone committed suicide at the same time. Or at least the ships all fired upon people on their own side, all at the same time. And you look at the pattern and everything, and you realize that this battlefield is roughly circular, and right near the center, you see a pretty large Geld ship. What do you do?
Just gonna try my best to point out to Gloria the way that you could see it is circular, and then point out the guns. Do you see where the guns are pointing?
Nice spot, kiddo. Hey, everyone, heads up. We might not be safe, even though I don't think there's anyone left around here.
Yeah.
So I imagine you guys start making your way towards the center there.
Center ship. Right. It was the one that very little of the fire was concentrated on, correct? Or am I absolutely incorrect?
Oh no, it's still got God.
Yes.
It's still got plenty God, but it's in the middle.
That makes sense. The engagements around it follows that it would be the most important.
So picking your way through again, and you guys arrive to the center. It's a fairly large ship. Pieces of it have been broken off and are, scattered a bit. As you near the hull, you realize, and you see the call sign, you also realize that you have seen pieces of this ship on your way in, and there's some other ones scattered around. So there's no guarantee that the thing you're looking for is in here, but it very well could be. What do you do?
This is eerie.
How much of the ship is left?
Yeah.
How much of the ship is left? It's roughly half. I say roughly because the parts breaking off haven't been especially clean. So it's kind of like, I'm trying to figure out like how much of this should be flavor and how much of this needs to match up with the picture I have in my head for it. Yeah, roughly half. It's kind of got a rounded hull, and parts of it have broken off kind of on the back. These big trails of frozen smoke and frozen coolant liquid and such like that.
I guess we could see if we could enter through there.
Yeah, is there an obvious way in?
Looking at it, there isn't an obvious way in, but that's what Akane's for.
Yeah, I think I got some ideas relating to controlled detonation. I think what I'd like to do is use 2 charges of my Pattern B hex charges, specifically the explosive mines, at opposing places to create a controlled detonation that both...
Oh, no. Narrative stuff, I'm not going to need you to. You have separate demolition charges. You don't need to use your Pattern Bs.
Oh.
Those are for combat engagements.
Alright, then that's good.
I will never test players for narrative. Not unless it's really important and I want you to lose something. So yeah, you have demolition charges of your own that are specifically designed for B and E. So if you want to roll plus an accuracy.
I would...
wait, you have a blow stuff up trigger, don't you?
I absolutely do.
Alright, roll plus the trigger and plus accuracy.
Fuck yeah. Ooh. That's an 18 plus a 6.
Hacha! Alright. Tell me how it looks.
Like I said, pretty simple. pretty trying to keep it safe, so I distribute them evenly so as not to give the ship an undue spin that makes it hard for us to enter. Everyone clears back to a safe distance. 3, 2, 1. Silent explosion of glittering metal and rapidly freezing fluids that just spin out into the void.
Nice. And tell me where exactly on the ship the entrance was made.
I'd say probably if there's a place where there's like an obvious entrance and exit, like an airlock or somewhere in the hull where it looks like there might be a storage bay, then probably into there.
Okay, cool. So into the storage bay. And also as you guys are hanging back and watching the explosion, you also look across the battlefield, and you are reminded, the sun reflects off of the wreckage, and it's beautiful. You guys are scrappers. You see this more often than not, but just like how a mountaineer is always in awe of sunrise on the mountain, you guys are always in awe of the sun on the battlefield. So the airlock has been blown open, or rather the external airlock has been blown open. It does seem as though the door inside is intact and very well armored. This was a capital ship. I think this is probably where Stephanie should make a hacking check.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so hacker fix +2.
And plus your accuracy here.
That's a 6, but with the accuracy, it's another 6, 12, 14.
You get out a fiber optic cable, plug it in, and after Kat crunches some numbers, she says, calculations complete, opening door now. And it slides open. Of course, the corridors here aren't large enough for mechs. So you guys are going to need to leave your mechs in order to explore inside.
I do better in 0G anyway.
All right.
Should someone stay in their mech to keep watch?
Bernie's like, no, I've got it. And Kat agrees. You have NHPs. This is what they're for.
I suppose.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I trust them to handle it.
So you disembark from your mechs. Of course, you'll have spacesuits. And you begin to explore inside of the ship. Hallways are just that classic spaceship paneled white. It's got gold stripes along the sides of the walls. It's a little ostentatious, but then again, it is a capital ship. Chances are it was built more for hunting than fighting. What do you do?
Look. Rather, search for what we're looking for. Would that be my job, or would that be somebody else's job? Doesn't particularly matter, does it, since I did that?
Well, at this point, I think everyone's probably looking for it.
Right.
If there was a time to split up, now wouldn't be a bad one, I suppose.
Cargo hold. Wait, no. Super weapon. This is what I do well. Super weapon. Immense amount of power draws circuit diagrams. I like circuit diagrams. I'd like to crack open a panel. Take a look. Check for anything that's been obviously overloaded. I mean, fight damage is normal. No. Overvolting or supplying extra amperage to a thruster during maneuvers is normal, but sustained overload to fuel some kind of super weapon, that's easy to spot. Can I count that as invent or create?
I was just wondering. Yes, I believe you could.
Wonderful. Let me roll this
Roll
up.
plus invent or create and your accuracy.
Thank you. Very nice. That is a total of 21. I'm assuming I find it. hoping I find it.
Yeah, you see, well, you get as much information as you can. So you look at the junction box here, and you can clearly see a really thick-ass cable, dummy thick, that the junction box labels as heading to deck's starboard side. So once again, you have eliminated quite a lot of the ship in terms of searching.
Right. Radio in. Midside starboard decks. Massive power draw coming from there. Seems in keeping with a super weapon. Don't waste effort on anything else.
Great work, Preston.
It's what I do.
Alright, let's split into two teams. Steph and Sirius, you're with me. Akane, you go with Preston.
Alright.
Akane as Preston is. That's not a character dynamic we've explored a lot. Take a moment here and check out that conversation.
Akane is a clone like me. I envy that she was able to get out of a bad place earlier and find herself better than I could. That's my bond with her. Akane, you have a bond with me.
I do, but I have to check it again because in the active play mode it doesn't show me the notes.
So unfortunate.
I know.
Lame.
Let's see. Akane feels a connection with Preston on the basis of them both being clones. She doesn't want to say it, but she's a bit envious of Preston for having more of a life than she did.
Interesting.
Oh, so would you guys even be talking, really? Is this a little bit awkward?
It's a little bit awkward being grouped up like this. There's obviously things that I think both of our characters would say if, Preston were better about, expressing any emotion besides stoicism.
Akane just kind of drifts through the hallway, taking the point out of Preston with the laser carbine mounted on the tertiary arm and heavy machine gun out. Just kind of. So, Preston. Shit. You're good with, circuitry, right?
Yes. It makes logical sense.
Yeah.
Everything has a specific purpose and place.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Fuck. Shit. Doesn't say anything else.
I love that. I love that so
Nice.
much. Oh my god.
Nice. Delightful. How's it vibing with the other team?
Might depend on what Gloria's up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea of it jump cutting to the other team, and it's a shot of Steph and Siri looking really uncomfortable, and the sounds of like things being broken in the background, and Gloria just like laughing.
No, I don't think things are being broken, but Gloria definitely does like to have a little fun when she's like spacesuiting around a derelict. She'll like sort of dance as best she can given the low zero-G environment.
Uh-huh.
She's just like she's just grooving her way through,
I think what it looks like is you've mastered using your grab boots and glove for like split seconds so that you can push off of things, and so you're just like cartwheeling in circles around the thing.
Yeah. It looks weirdly graceful for someone like Gloria.
I just imagine Sirius is just like hands to her sides, but like forward, just like waiting for. Does this the calm before the storm? Just being like, I know something's gonna happen. Just follow her.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are all looking for the thing. You're exploring, and you get to the mid-level decks, and you get to the starboard side, and you start from each end of the ship, and you work your way toward the middle, and you're not finding it, And then both of the teams look down the hallway and they see each other. They see each other across a large gap in the ship.
What's in the gap?
Which is to say, you've reached the points where a large part of the ship just was blown off.
Interesting. Does the cabling stop here?
You check under the floorboards to see cabling, and yeah, it sure does. It definitely went directly into the part of the ship that's gone.
Interesting.
What's the architecture leading directly into this blank space look like? Like, do we get the sense that it was a series of rooms, or like one large room, or what?
It is starboard, yes, but it's still decently near the interior of the ship. And looking at the architecture, you realize that it's actually there was an auxiliary reactor kind of close to the center, and while the weapon did take a decent amount of power from the main reactors, it also seems like it was placed purposefully close to the main one, or close to the auxiliary reactor in the center. So the hallway that you're in, it seems small and not nearly as decorated as some of the other ones. It's pretty utilitarian, and finding the doors to get in was a little bit tricky. It really does seem as though this hallway wasn't something they were looking to show off. It was something that, unlike the rest of the ship, was actually tactically important.
But it's gone.
And it sure is gone.
Son of a bitch.
Can we take a look at the actual seams? The bits where it was broken off. Can we figure out what exactly the nature of its removal? Was it precise? Was this meant to happen? Or was this purely accident? Did it catch a spare laser shot and ignite some sort of fuel source?
Yeah, a glance tells you that what actually broke the part off of the ship were fuel lines running through it that ignited along essentially a line of reactive armor plating on the surface. There was an error in it due to electronic disruption, and then that ignited fuel lines, and so an entire part of the ship, and then just kind of chain reacted in. So an entire part of the ship was essentially jettisoned under its own power.
Interesting.
But no, definitely not on purpose. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you guys are also pretty experienced. You're not the only one who knows it. Everyone who looks at the scene will be able to figure out the gist of what happened pretty quick.
Unfortunate. Well, reactive armor does that.
You get a radio, Gloria, from Bernie, and she says, "Hey, Gloria, I've got movement. I can't tell exactly what it is, but there seems to be something going on."
Alright, on my way. Folks, let's hustle up. Sounds like our mech's got contact.
Hustle up.
Oh, what a drag.
If at all possible, Gloria will try to move a little bit faster back to the mechs than the rest of them.
Okay, sure. You have a check that's going to... Do you have a trigger for that? Or you just want to make a roll?
I do have Get Somewhere Fast, and I also have my Mobility Hard Suit, so that would... I think both of those would aid with that.
Indeed. Yep. Roll plus trigger plus accuracy.
8.
8? Okay. Yeah. No. You try and find you try and find a faster way. You like run ahead of your friends, and you're like, I've got a better idea, but you don't have a better idea, and you're going to get there a little bit later.
Oh no.
Well, rolling. Okay. Is anyone else gonna go for something, or just gonna get back?
Let's just get back.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay, cool. So you guys hop into your mechs, and Gloria, whose accent I'm still working out, to be clear. But that maybe I'll go for like a shitty Irish, who knows. And Gloria just gives you a little bit more information. She's like, she points off into the distance, and she says that I didn't get a good look at anything, but there was something moving when there, shouldn't have. I can't exactly say what it was. I don't know if they're hostiles. I don't know if they're anything, but it's something that wasn't here when we started.
Did you get a bead on where they came from?
No, wherever they must have came from, it probably on the other side of the debris field, which is far enough away, and you guys are kind of in the middle of the disc, so you can't really see the other side at all. So the answer is no. But you do know that the direction in which Gloria indicated the movement is likely the direction that the chunk of ship went.
Oh, crap.
Alright. Interesting.
Think we got a competing salvage team?
Possibly. Nothing we haven't dealt with before. I'd bet, let's say the odds are 5 to 1 that they're unlicensed pirates, essentially. I've dealt with their ilk before.
Akane slams a magazine into her mech's heavy machine gun and says, "What a shame."
Preston does a much more subtle thumb into the tubular magazine of his shotgun, fully loaded. Charging handle halfway backwards, chamber check, chambered. Lets it ride forward. What a shame.
Okay. And as you guys are preparing, and as you guys are moving closer, you see some movement yourselves, and 4 mechs come into view. You don't get a hail, but they are moving towards you.
All right.
What do you do?
First, I'm gonna radio in. Who would have the IFF on them? Drive signatures, anything that would help us identify who they are, what they want.
That sounds like information that would probably belong to Steph. Or Sirius.
Right. Yeah, I think I'll radio in Sirius. Sirius?
Sirius XM.
Sirius.
Sirius XM.
Do we have an ID on these 4?
How would I know if I have an ID on this floor?
You could make a roll for this. I don't think it would be plus anything.
Okay.
Would a scan?
I rolled a natural 20!
Oh, God.
Oh! Nice, a nat 20. Okay, so, alright, and here's where I'm going to start, incorporating that collaborative storytelling thing I was talking about. Sirius, you know for a fact that these are pirates. And these guys are pirates that you have had some run-ins with before. Tell me about them real quick.
Oh. I was not prepared for that.
You'll get used to it. It doesn't need to be anything complicated. Just give a quick summary of what the history might be. There's always some flex in these things.
I'm gonna assume that, say, maybe a couple missions after I first joined Gloria and Akane, I they got back from their mission, and suddenly it was just them complaining for like a whole month about these guys.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, nice. I like it. You've recognized them. It's not necessarily safe to say that they've recognized you. As you're trying to figure out who recognizes who, Catherine says, Steph, the reactors are spinning up. I think we're probably in for a scrap.
Oh dear.
And we will now enter combat.
Oh shit, not even a chance to say hello. What a shame.
And let me...
Steph's gonna tell everybody to brace themselves and prepare for engagement.
Akane is gonna expend one of the charges on her implanted stims for the freeze effect.
Okay. So, the way battle works in Lancer is there aren't initiative rolls or anything like that. Whoever wants to go first goes first. And then I select the enemy that goes next, and so on and so forth. Now, what I will say is that so Kat has informed you that the reactors are spinning up and that you're going to be in a fight. And that much is true. What Bernie tells Gloria is that one of them is turning to run. He's probably going to try and radio his friends. There's going to be more coming. If we want to have a chance to acquire whatever the super weapon is, we're going to need to take these guys out as fast as possible so that we have the most time available to retrieve our objective. Who goes first?
Has Bernie told me which one is turning to run?
Yes, she has. The one that is turning to run is there like a running...
Hold to ping.
Sure. Boop. It's him.
Him.
See the boot?
I see.
Yeah.
He's got a boot.
Don't let him get away.
Don't let him get away.
Simple.
I could cover him with covering fire.
That
Or
sounds
not
like
covering him. It's on Heavy Gunner 1.
Yes, God, I love that perk so much.
Oh, here we go. They're impaired.
And if they move, I get to shoot at them.
Okay, great. So you're going first. Do you want to take a move before you do that?
Yes, get to cover if you can. I'm assuming that all these things here, I'm guessing that the spent fuel counts as soft cover and the actual ship components are hard cover. Are the ship components
Correct.
line of sight blockers?
The ship components are line of sight blockers, yes.
All right.
So, and don't forget that you have the 3 levels to move on. These guys are all presently a level above you. Of course, high ground cover is not exactly a thing in space, so it's more about line of sight than anything else.
Right.
There are some times when you won't have line of sight, but then you go up or down, and maybe you will. Yeah, so where are you planning on moving?
I think I'd like to... I'm already in soft cover, and that's decent. I don't want to block my line of sight, and I don't want to expose myself too much, so I still have line of sight in this son of a bitch, so I'm gonna stay where I am, and, let's see. Do I know these 2 grunts are here?
You probably saw them moving into position, but you do not have line on them at present.
So if I were to say fire something with a accidentally clicked on the wrong thing, with a blast 2, would I be able to get them with it?
I believe so. I had to do some three-dimensional modeling in my head just there. Yeah. If you were to fire it right beneath, what's the penguin then?
Hold left click.
Yeah, when you have the
Hold
mouse
the,
up.
yeah. So if you were to pop your thing right beneath that boy, then the blast would hit this one. Also, just in case you guys, just so you guys know, to go up or down in elevation also costs one move.
Okay.
Not one move, but one movement. Sorry.
One movement. Not just a single square of movement, but it's an entire
Ah,
movement.
shit. No, a single square.
Okay.
A single unit of movement is required.
I see what you mean by this.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay. Well,
I should snap out a Preston voice when I'm not actively role-playing Preston.
No, you should always be in character voice.
Very good.
It doesn't matter.
Dead
But
inside.
I like character voice.
one final question. What kind of action is using the pattern B hex charges?
That's a quick
It is
action.
a deployable, so that is a quick action.
Quick action, okay. So for my first quick action, I'm going to expend a charge on one of my pattern B hex charges to toss a grenade right to here, underneath their cover.
Okay.
And so all the characters in the affected area of a blast one need to do an agility save or take 1d6 explosive damage. On a success, they take half.
Okay, cool. This I have for lock on, but it didn't occur to me to make a. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's not something that is going to like take time to explode. Okay, they need to make agility saves. I wish I had dice. I didn't bring any from New York. It's very
Would you
sad.
like me to roll
So-
for you?
No, my roll would still be done with me, even though it's on the god
Use roll 20.
damn.
Yeah.
internet. Yeah, I'm using roll 20.
Very nice.
Okay, so they need to make agility saves, you said?
Yep.
Okay, let's see. So that's 2d20. That's a 17 and a 19 on the Cataphract and the Ronin.
Oof.
Let's see, so that is an 18 and a 20 on there, so they sure do manage to dodge that.
Oh dear.
Yep, but they still take half damage. So I'm going to roll
Still take half damage, which is...
a d6. So I'm going to roll that if that's okay.
Please.
6!
6 for both of them, huh?
Well, 6 halved, so...
6 half, so they take 1, 2, 3, and that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. That's your quick action. What's up next?
Second quick action, Heavy Gunner 1, going to choose a character within line of sight and range of one of your heavy ranged weapons. So this idiot, right? Wait.
Yeah, that's the
Oh wait, that's 6
head
hexes.
in range.
Yeah, that's 6 hexes. Yes, it is. I had a moment where I was worried that it wasn't. Nope. So I'm gonna choose him.
Oh yeah. Wait. Hold on. That's range 5 on that.
On the heavy machine gun. Heavy.
Oh no, I was looking at the shotgun because I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's in range.
He sure is.
So he is impaired until the start of my next turn, and if the target moves more than one space, they clear impaired, but I can attack them as a reaction with my heavy ranged weapon for half damage.
Impaired. All right. So is that, and those are your 2 quick actions, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Then the Sentinel is moving in. That shotgun is... So, this guy's going to be in here, and he's going to take a shot at Tetsuryu.
Uh-oh.
So that's a quick action.
Quinn, Tetsurio.
Akane and... yeah. I don't know. I say it the Americanized way because I'm a dingus, but...
I mean, it matters not.
Say it however you like. It's your character, and you can choose the name.
Oh, the Overrush. Actually, instead of taking a shot, Eye of Midnight, the Sentinel becomes slowed. So okay, The Sentinel becomes slowed, but can take Overwatch once per turn instead of once per round. Once activated, this effect lasts until it is deactivated as a quick action. So that is what it's going to do. It's going to put itself on Overwatch with Eye of Midnight. And I believe both of those, Eye of Midnight is its own quick action. It is now slowed, and it uses its other quick action to go on Overwatch.
Battlefield manipulator. Interesting.
It's that fucking sword user from XCOM 2.
That's all right.
I can do
It sure is. He's a real jerk.
infinite sword swipes.
Garbage. Garbage time.
All right, so Gloria wanted to move next.
Hey Quinn, how long of a range do you figure my grappling line has?
How long is the grappling line? I imagine that's probably a range of 3. It's still a range of 4.
Perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly 4 to there, I would say. Now what I want to do is I want to try and shoot my grappling line into the mech that's trying to run away, so such that if it does move, I get dragged along with it, and I am never more than 3 distance away from it.
Take an accuracy. I'll count this as engaging with the duelist talent.
All right.
Yep, so roll a d20 plus a d6.
8.
d20 plus a d6 is 8. Okay, then that is a failure, and I believe that is the end of your turn.
Ouch.
You shoot the grappling line, and it misses the scout.
All right.
Yeah, this cataphract right here is going to move up to you, Gloria, and it's going to make a melee attack with its ram cannon. And it has +1 accuracy on that as well. I should have done a plus a thing, but whatever. Okay, so with that, and that's correct, right, Ben? It says it's got +1 accuracy.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, but no, let's see, turn. Heavy melee, heavy cannon. Okay, all right, and then it deals, and because it hits, it deals you 5 kinetic damage.
You could have him attempt a ram. A ram and a skirmish are technically different. He just make a melee attack against a character the same size as you, or smaller.
Mm-hmm.
On success, they're marked prone, and you may also choose to knock them back by 1 space.
Does prone apply in space?
It's easy to flavor prone as being completely disoriented, being knocked spinning, and having to spend, time and valuable thruster fuel reorienting yourself.
That makes sense.
All right, looks like that's a hit.
Ouch.
Yep.
So 4 damage, you said?
It doesn't actually deal any damage when you ram.
Okay.
However, it does knock you prone, which is bad for a melee frame. And the person can choose to knock the person they rammed away from them by 1 space.
I believe that he does so.
Very well.
Okay. So you are prone. Attacks against prone targets receive +1 accuracy. Additionally, prone characters are slow, count as moving in difficult terrain. Characters can remove prone by standing up instead of taking their standard move. Standing up doesn't count as movement, so it doesn't trigger Overwatch. Okay. So that is the cataphract's turn. Who's up next?
Me. As a protocol, on the start of my turn, I would like to take 1 heat and activate my Type 3 projected shield. I nominate a character within line of sight, the shotgun boy. All ranged or melee attacks they make against me, or that I make against them, gain +2 difficulty until the start of my next turn.
Gotcha. Okay,
Very
sounds
well.
good.
Let's see here. That one's already damaged. I could get off a 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I couldn't. In that case, I'd like to move 4 spaces, 4 tiles of movement. Very good. I now have a good flank on this guy. I am going to... Let's see what I can do here effectively. I could go for a boost ram, but that's never quite fun. Instead, I think I will let loose with barrage on this one.
Okay.
That's 2 skirmishes. The first one is, quite simply, his shotgun. This will trigger Preston's, what's the talent? Vanguard, +1 accuracy when using CQB weapons to attack targets within range 3. So, let's see. Primary, shotgun, main CQB. 5 range, 3 threat, 1d6 kinetic damage. Let's roll that up with the accuracy included. I've rolled an 11.
Yeah, okay, that hits.
Very good. I will roll damage on that now if you don't mind.
I do not.
1d6 kinetic. 5. Wow. And then, in addition, I activated a barrage, so I get to attack with one more weapon on a mount. That'll be the heavy machine gun.
Cool.
All right. So that's inaccurate. So roll a d20, subtract a d6. That's very bad. I rolled a 0.
Okay. Well, you don't hit.
It's safe to imagine. Right. Simple. Shotgun is what I'm trained with. Small, light, fast-paced. Boost around the corner. Slow self. Cool momentum. Blast. Hit. Good hit. On target. Center mass. LMG whips around. Not trained with it. Too large, too heavy, too obnoxious. Lets off a rattle. Turn past.
Okay, so with that, I think it's probably time for the scout to get a hustle on.
Well, that does mean he's going to be shot by me.
If he does choose to do. He starts his turn in pair.
Yeah.
You're right.
He does. Okay, take your shot.
Okay, that's going to be with the heavy machine gun, so 1d20 minus 1d6. Please don't be shitty. Oh, utter balls. It's a 7 minus 1, so 6.
Damn. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's just gonna do that. Let me see if he has anything else that he really wants to do. That's okay. It's going to, as a quick action, use its marker rifle to mark. Yeah, he's going to mark Preston.
Very interesting. Now it's worth noting. Does he have line of sight on me?
Oh, that's actually no. He sure doesn't. You're below that actually. You're on a lower
I am
one.
below that.
And since
He is shooting
these
past
guys-
full cover, so I technically have self cover from this attack.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
think
if I'm
he was
turning
a little
into
bit further. No. This is fine. I'm new to Lancer. I'm new to this kind of tactical hex gaming.
You're fine.
So
I just don't want to. Well, actually, you.
fair enough. But yeah, no. If he was a little bit further away, then I would do this. Then I would say that was fine. But I think he is just close enough to these pieces of cover that he can't quite see you, and indeed that he can't quite see anyone. So he's just gonna vibe there.
Don't like
That's gonna
that.
be the end of his turn. He just wants to go the fuck out. Who's up next?
I'm debating doing something, but I'm trying to... Okay. Okay, then I'll move there.
So what's your move?
I think going back to my other idea, which would be just to knock Gloria into them, so then she could get more room to actually pursue.
To knock Gloria, like to
Like my
to
with
whip
my
her
other
around?
idea for where I was doing
Uh-huh.
was just to go here and then just
And then
thrust her into the other mech, so then she could break through.
that sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, Gloria would be down for that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So let me see about this.
Yeah.
On saves. Okay. So we're actually going to, and Ben, I hope that this doesn't make you cringe too much, because I'm always going to go for cool flavor things over.
That's the move. It's okay.
Okay. So, do what you were going to do, and what you're going, and the way that I'm going to have this work is it's going to be a stable structure. I'm going to let you make use of that system because you gain +1 accuracy on saves to avoid prone or knockback. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a roll plus accuracy, and if it succeeds, Gloria is going to go here, as well as her prone will be fixed.
Okay, so d20 plus a d6.
D20 plus a d6, that's right.
That's a 9 plus a 1 is a 10.
9 plus a 1 is a 10. Okay, and that succeeds. So, Gloria, well, describe what this looks like. How do you do it?
I guess if Gloria's prone is just her, tilting back and unable to actually get the thing, is just to pick up and basically pick up by shoulder area and then thrust forward.
Okay, sure, just like a quick little boost and then you let her go.
Mm-hmm.
Sick. Okay, so you grab her out of the spin and you ride her and poof, off she goes. So Gloria flies this way, and she is set and ready to make a move at the beginning of next turn. Because that was a narrative move, that's going to be a full action, so that's the end of your turn, Sirius.
Okay.
And it's going to be time for this Ronin to move here. Okay, the Ronin is going to come into the side to take on Preston there.
I will shoot it first. It's in threat range of my shotgun.
It sure is. Take a shot.
Very well. That's just a d20. No additional help from Vanguard. That's all right. That's a 17.
That's a 17. All right, deal some damage, why don't you?
I will deal some damage. That's 1d6. Plain. 2.
2.
A wing. I winged it.
You winged it. It's all good. Okay. And with that, the Ronin is going to trigger. The Ronin takes damage from a ranged attack. Effect: the Ronin rolls 1d6. On a 4+, they gain resistance to damage from that attack, and the attacker must repeat the attack against themselves. So you have dealt 1 damage to the Ronin instead of 2, and you've got to must repeat the attack. Okay, that probably means that you do need to roll a d20, so you can still miss.
I've rolled a 9 to hit myself, which is actually my evasion. I'm not sure whether that favors attacker or defender.
In this case, because you're attacking yourself, I think we're going to say that it doesn't hit you.
Very nice.
But that sure was a close one, huh?
Right. So it manages to swoop its sword in just the right way. I'm assuming it's some kind of, resistive catch and release coating. It manages to catch most of the shot across that and sling it back at me. It probably scratches the paint, I won't lie.
Alright, so that's the end. Or, well, no, it still needs to attack. It's going to perform a melee attack against you with its carbon fiber sword. It's going to be a d6 plus a d20 plus a d6, because it has +1 accuracy with that. And it's going to be plenty.
Yes, that is a hit.
So, on a critical hit, steal 1d. That's not a critical.
No, it's 19. Close, but no cigar.
It deals 6 kinetic damage.
Bastard.
It's gonna go on Overwatch and end the turn. And last up is going to be Stephanie.
Okay. So my initial thoughts are we should take care of the one in the distance if possible. If I...
Yep. You can absolutely just hit it from where you are.
Line of sight's good?
right now it's not. But here's the fun thing about being in a three-dimensional thing. It's not good because this cloud is above you.
Right.
If you were to take 2 moves and go up by so that you're on layer +1, then you would have line of sight on him.
Okay, I can do that then. I will do that.
Yes. Okay. You now have clear line of sight on the scout.
Okay, so I'm gonna make the attack roll with my main weapon, the Nexus Hunter Killer, I guess. I imagined it as sort of just controlled missiles.
Okay. Sure.
Smaller, controlled, smart missiles is one thing it described it as. So self-guidance system, self-propelled. Anyway, gonna make that roll. Just a regular d20, yeah? That's a 7.
Okay. That doesn't hit.
Oh, for what it's worth, I know whether it makes a difference. It does say that for smart attacks, that E defense is the...
It uses the E defense. Yeah, the scout's E defense is 10.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, mine's actually higher too, so it's probably even better. Okay. Alright. I guess that's my turn. I fire off a round of missiles at it, but the distance makes it a tough shot.
That one's a quick action. You can fire that again.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, we can count that as a barrage. That's fine.
Oh yeah, barrage.
You can attack with a different weapon if you have one.
The only other one she has is an anti-material rifle, and she's already moved.
Yeah, I don't think that.
You can move and then attack with the AMR.
This one, ordnance. This weapon can only be fired before the user moves or takes any other action.
I see, my bad, I was wrong. Sorry.
It's cool.
All good. Yeah. So, just make another attack with the Hunter Killer.
All right. 14.
Well, that'll do it.
Okay.
All right.
So that's a 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
That's 6. Okay.
Okay. That's pretty fucking good. All right. You're, okay, describe how it looks.
Well, Steph jets up just a bit into to have a better line of sight on the scout trying to, I guess escape, sort of, probably going to warn others of our appearance. But the first round of missiles, it's a tough shot, it's a long shot, doesn't hit, but she adjusts her aim just a bit based on how that goes and manages to hit with the second shot.
Super cool. Yeah, so a swarm of these tiny little missiles floods from the nexuses on the back of the mech, and just like twirls through space. These little smoke, this trail of smoke in its wake, and it thuds into the scout really hard, destroying the comms array on its back, and it's like it's not on fire, it's sparking, it's got some deep holes in it, it's in a really bad way. So that marks the end of round 1. Beginning of the next round. So looking at that, the next one to move, I think, is going to be that Ronin really wants you, Ben. Just gonna make a barrage with the carbon fiber sword.
Shit, son. Just the sword?
That's the only weapon it's got.
Very well. By the way, you can't barrage with multiple weapons. Sorry, you can't barrage with the same weapon. You can't attack with the same thing twice.
Okay, well, it rolls once for that, and it sure doesn't. All right, that's a no-go.
That's a no-go.
So
Sword comes down. Same movement as before. Very easy, just thrusters a little bit to the side. Disaffected, slide out of the way. Careful. Now then, may I murder this man?
I believe you can. What do you do?
My turn. Very well. I would like to... Hang on a second. First I need to check distances. I am within 3 of this guy, so I can't exactly move freely. However,
You're also engaged.
I am engaged. Now, I'm engaged. Let's clear that real quick. I am going to ram him. Melee attack with the aim of knocking the target down or back. Melee attack against the creature the same size as you or smaller. That's a ram against this one right here. The Ronin, obviously.
Against the Ronin? Yeah.
Come on, lucky dice. Not good. That's a 5. That's a flat miss,
Yeah.
but not ideal.
Not ideal.
Combat is hard
Okay.
when you're still a beginner.
Yeah.
In that case,
Is that your turn?
that is not my turn. A ram is a quick action. I still have another. I'm gonna hit him with my big old sword.
Hit him with the charged blade.
Charged
Go
blade.
for it.
AP. Right. I don't like that this guy is proving so pesky. I really don't like it. Oh, I count as having soft cover. That's very nice, because I'm engaged.
Yes, you do. That's why I mentioned it.
E. That's a 9 on the charge blade.
That's a 9 on the charged blade, huh?
Yes.
Ronin's evade is 10.
Damn it. Oh, that's so sad. Okay.
I know.
No hits.
Alright.
It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, that's my turn.
Like that. Okay. Yeah, the pirate sentinel is going to make one attack with its retractable sword and another attack with its combat gun against Gloria.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So it's going to be sword. Oh,
Whoops.
oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's a stinky monkey type of moment right there.
That is absolutely stinky. So that's going to be, yeah, it does 4. It does 4 damage, but also, because this guy is a pirate, it has the deadly effect, which means that it also does plus 1d6 bonus damage on critical hits.
Good.
So it deals 6 damage to you, Gloria,
All right.
and it misses with a shotgun.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's going to be the end of its turn. Who's up next? Might wanna start looking at that scout there.
Me. I want to chase it down.
Go get him.
Okay.
Then I'm going to, let's see, move that 1, and then move 70 with the rest of my basic movement and 1 quick action to boost. And then I'm gonna try and grapple.
Okay, go for it.
So, because would that just be d20 plus d6 for accuracy?
It's a
You need
contested.
to make a melee attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I have accuracy on because of my grappling line.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay, go for it.
16.
OBKB. Yeah, that hits. Okay, what's up next then? So you hit with the grapple. Does that deal damage?
It does not deal damage.
Yeah, grappling. Both characters become. Neither character can boost or take reactions, and the smaller character becomes immobilized, but moves when the larger party moves, mirroring their movement. If both parties are the same size, either can make contested hull checks at the start of their turn. The winner counts as larger than the loser until this contest is repeated.
Luckily for you, this scout is actually size 1/2.
Ooh. So it is automatically smaller, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I am going to take 1 heat to overcharge and boost again back towards the rest of the fight. And bring it with me.
Oh, sick.
Thank you.
Okay. Alright, so that is 2 heat on you,
I thought it
and
was
you are
1.
going.
Just 1 heat on the first overcharge.
Just one? Didn't you? Oh no, you did a boost, not an overcharge. Okay. All right. Where are you going? And I'll make sure it gets dragged along with you.
There.
Cool. I guess more like there. All right. Cool. You drag that scout with you. It's not going anywhere.
Very good.
All right. That's the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
The pirate scout is going to. It's going to use its cloaking field quick action. The scout generates a burst 3 cloaking field that lasts until the end of their next turn. The scout and allied characters within the affected area are invisible, but the scout is immobilized while it is active.
Only the terrifying, stabby, shieldy man, the cataphract, if I remember correctly. He's now invisible. Not ideal.
Correct. Yes, he is invisible. Is there a good...
Is the scout the one I already had grabbed?
Yes. The scout is the one you grabbed.
Alright.
This seems like a tactical mistake. But it can't exactly break this grab easily, can it?
It can't break out of the grab. It's effectively immobilized already, so it's just trying to get as much utility out of what little life it has.
Alright then.
Yeah, it lasts until the end of their next turn. That's a quick action, and for the other quick action, it's going to use its marker rifle. Yeah, it's going to try and mark Steph there. All right, that looks like it marks you. So, Steph, at present, you have lock on. For as long as you have lock on, you are also shredded and cannot hide or become invisible. And that is going to be the end of the scout's turn.
It isn't that bad, as you don't have armor right now, but still. Not ideal.
I'm gonna go try to kill this space friend.
Get him. Get his ass.
Get him. Get him.
That's an 18.
18 to hit.
Oh,
Very
man.
nice. I believe you've hit him very easily.
All right, and that was the cataphract there?
Yeah. I realized a mistake. All my weapons use D3.
Or
I don't know any D3s.
no, your melee uses 2d6.
Okay.
2d6 plus 1 in point of fact.
Let me grab another D6 roll. That is a 5 and a 1 plus 1, so that's 7.
Okay, sweet. That is 7 damage on the cataphract there. All right, looking good. And that was a heavy melee, which I believe counts as a full action, does it not?
It does not.
Even the heavy?
Even the heavy. Only the super heavies require a barrage.
Oh, okay.
So right now she's just skirmished. You can still do something like boost or ram or what have you.
Yeah, attack with another weapon, whatever you feel.
Flanking thing in this game?
I do not believe that flanking is truly a thing. Let me check the flanking rules. I mentioned something in passing in the rulebook. Core book?
Oh, hold on. Your executioner talent. Once per round, when you hit with a heavy or super heavy melee weapon, you can make another melee attack with the same weapon as a free action against a different character within threat and line of sight. This attack deals half damage if successful.
It does. And there is somebody else right there, conveniently.
Right the hell there.
Right the hell there.
I rolled a 1 on the second attack.
Ouch.
Oh well.
It's alright.
That's
It's
life.
free.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's free.
It's free real estate.
You still have one more thing you can do.
Mhm.
One quick action. You could try ramming the Overwatcher into this rubble right here. I'm not sure what it would do, but it would be cool flavor-wise.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'll do that.
Very nice. That's just a melee attack against it.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's a 7.
It's a 7 versus that's the Sentinel, isn't it?
Yes.
Just barely does not manage.
Damn. What you gonna do?
Yeah. That's still against its evade, right? Not its hull or anything?
Yes, against its evade.
Okay, cool. Alright, so that doesn't hit. That's the end of your turn. It's the Cataphract's turn. We're just going to have a dog pile face for the characters.
Great.
Cataphract here. Pretty simple. It knows what it likes, and it likes to bet. It would like to beck you. So it's gonna make that. What?
Not gonna blep?
No, that's a blep. I'm talking about a bep. Much more violent. 14.
That's a number.
That's a hit, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is indeed a hit. So that would be the ram cannon there. And that's gonna be, you're gonna take 5 kinetic damage. It's also going to make an attack on Gloria again, since Gloria is right there. Okay, doesn't hit. Alright, that's the end of the Cataphract's turn. And we still have Stephanie and Akane.
Do you want to go or should I?
I could go. Unless you have something you're dying to, do in this combat right now.
Dying to? I'm mostly just trying to figure out a way to use my explosives without hitting the team.
Okay. Let me see. There might be a way I can help with that, but I'm not positive of that.
The team sure is a bunch of close-range fellas and explosive, huh?
Yeah.
Akane, Maddie, are you next to me right now, or are you? You're the one next to me, right?
Yes, I think you're either above me or below me.
I'm the targeted one.
Right.
Okay. I'm not coming up with any good solutions either. I may not be able to help with the explosive issue, but I guess I might as well go, I guess, and then you can have a little more time to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, you've got plenty. You've got your walking armory talent. There's lots you can do.
Figuring out a move ahead of time is probably the hardest part of Lancer, especially given that situations can change like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Most of us are, nearly all of us here are pretty new to it, so...
Alright, who are you trying to kill? And who are you?
Akane here is this one.
Akane, yes. HMG. Wonderful. Mid-range
Yeah,
controller.
I mean, if you want me to give you a little lowdown on who's, looking good and who's a little weak. Worse for the wear. Right now, the Cataphract and the Scout are both looking like pretty tasty targets. The Ronin has taken a decent amount of damage, and the Sentinel have a scratch.
The Sentinel have a scratch. Wonderful.
I could probably dispose of a couple of them with explosives.
That would be wonderful. Over radio, I'm just going to say, Akane, if you're going to blow something up, now is the time.
Honestly, a Hex charge, right there, I think, because Hex charges are...
Yeah, they have a burst 1.
If you
Yeah.
get them both in a blast, that would be sick. God. Sometimes I forget just how incredible grenades are in Lancer.
I could, yeah, I think I could, because it's centered here, I could get these 2, or I could get these 2.
Wonderful.
Yeah. It's up to you. Like I said, the ones who are looking a little worse are this one. This one's doing this one's taken some hits, and this one has not taken any.
Right, okay. Here's my plan. I'm actually gonna rise up a layer.
Okay,
So
cool.
I'll give me above. And
Is that layer 0 or layer +1?
+1, so above where I was, so I have line, so I can like see above all these fuckers. And then over comes Akane, just says, "Fire in the hole, everyone," and I'm gonna
God, I
actually.
love her voice.
I'm gonna expend actually to my 2 quick actions to expend 2 charges from my pattern B hex charges.
Unfortunately, you can only do one at a time. You could overcharge and
Balls.
take 1 heat to do both, and then you still have a quick action left over.
Haha, that's a good idea. I think I'll do that.
Hell yeah.
Hit that overcharge baton. Roll a quick D3, which is not a dice that exists.
There's a d6 divided by 2.
I could just do R1D3, which is oof.
Oh, very big.
I'm danger zone immediately.
Yep. Overcharging is dangerous unless
Oh wait,
you're
no.
built for it.
I'm a dingus, aren't I? Because you only take 1 heat to start with.
Yes, you only take 1 heat to start with.
Oh yeah. Okay. So don't worry.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do that.
Didn't have to do that. Thank fuck. Okay,
Scary.
so these 2 are gonna need to do me some agility saves, and then what's the range on it? 5, right? Okay. And then 2, 3, 4. Nope, couldn't get the one that. So I'll just put the second one. I'll do here and then here to get all of these people.
Oh, very, very nice. Okay, so they all have to do. All of them are going to have to pass agility saves.
Target 10.
So they all need to do 2. Okay, this is me rolling for the Sentinel then. Or we'll start with the Cataphract, actually. That's the Cataphract.
Not looking too pretty for it. Wait.
Yeah, neither of those aren't added together. These each need to be separate.
Yes, they do.
So that is a 9 and a 4, neither of which hit. So, okay, so we know that both attacks land on the Cataphract. How many attacks land on the Sentinel? Okay, it looks like one of the attacks lands on the Sentinel. How many? Or well, technically, yeah, the Cataphract only takes 1. I forgot that it was only in range of 1 of them. So that's 1 hit on the Cataphract, 1 hit on the Sentinel, and
I think there should be 2 on the Sentinel because this first one will hit this, and then
yeah, but only there were two that were on the Sentinel, but one of its rolls was good enough to save. The other one wasn't.
okay, it still takes half damage, I believe, right?
Yes, it does. It does still take half damage.
Very good.
So it takes 1.5 hits on the Sentinel, 1 hit on the Cataphract, and 1 hit on the Ronin.
Thank you.
Roll 2d6 and 2d6.
Okay, first roll is a 5. 6. Another fucking 6. Jesus.
Oh my god.
And then 1 more.
So that means this one takes 6 damage, I believe, on the Sentinel.
6 on Sentinel. Goddamn.
Okay.
Fuck.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
Looking good. Okay, that's 6 damage on the Sentinel, and then let's see about the Cataphract. That's 5 on the Cataphract, which only had 5 HP left.
What a shame.
So, I believe that's the gig.
Oh.
I believe that's the gig for that guy.
Who's dead now?
It is the Cataphract.
Cataphract is gone. You've blown straight through him. Describe his death in detail.
Pretty simple. Grenade just kind of drifts down slowly, and then a shrapnel just turns him into absolute fucking shredded cheese.
It sure does.
Frozen arm floats by.
And then let me check on the Ronin here. That was 5 damage on that, and 6 damage on the Ronin, and it's in a pretty bad way. All right. Good job. So that is Akane's very successful turn.
Very good. So that one's just dead and leaves a pile of hardcover where it used to be. Very nice.
How much damage did the Ronin take?
The Ronin took 6.
Very good. How's the Ronin looking?
Not very good.
I can't imagine.
I do still have one quick action remaining.
You do. What are you going to do with it?
Seriously? Hell yeah.
So,
She did overcharge. She's thrown 2 grenades. Now she can do whatever. Well, whatever quick action. Try shooting something. I mean, I can't tell you that. I'm not your mom. Do whatever you want.
Give me a hot second while I think about this. I think I'd like to use... Oh, do I want to steal Gloria's kill? Would that be something I'd do? Ooh. Well, here's the thing. I think I'm gonna take... Is this thing cloaked, by the way?
It is. It's something that I forgot to factor in, but which I'm going to remember to factor in, starting a couple of weeks ago. It's invisible, which means that if you want to hit it, you have to roll. You have to flip a coin to see if you even have a chance.
Well, does that count for things where it has to do a save?
It does not.
Then I just had an interesting thought. Let's just... Nope. Let's do... Then... Target to... Here. I am gonna... My shoulder-mounted rocket-propelled grenade kind of... into position, and I'm going to fire it just out of range of Gloria, but just in range of the scout. And again, another fire in the hole.
Hell yeah.
So it's gonna.
All right.
It's gonna need to make an agility save. This is a blast 2 also, so I've positioned it in such a way that it doesn't destroy Gloria.
Yes. Agility saves while immobilized.
That would be very hard.
Oh man, it sure is immobilized.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. So I don't think it can evade.
Let me check out status and conditions. Immobilized? It doesn't say anything about saves, but it's safe to imagine it can't exactly make any...
Yeah, I don't think it makes any sense. If something's immobilized, it absolutely automatically it can't make any evade moves. At least maybe it can make evade moves for like shots taken, but not for explosives. Certainly. So let me see, how much damage is that?
It is in fact 1d6 plus 1. So I'm gonna roll it. I was hoping my good luck stays because I've rolled like 5, 5, 5, 6 the last few times I rolled this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, please. Oh my fucking god, it's a 6. So that's 7 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, that's overkill. The scout is now successfully destroyed.
Wait, from full health?
Huh?
From full health?
I hit it.
No, from 2 health.
Oh, I see.
I hit it like on my first turn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I mean, to be fair though, the scout had 8 health to begin with, so it was almost a 1-hit.
Sure, fair enough. So I imagine like this thing gets like blown apart, the cloaking goes down, and Gloria finds herself suddenly just holding like a car, a severed neck on her, and she just like
Yeah.
she just like holds it up in front of her cockpit, and then just like sort of tosses it aside to just let it rip.
You don't want to use it as a weapon?
I already have a weapon.
Over comms, Gloria hears from Akane, "Sorry, that one was mine."
Oh my god. Okay, I'm trying not to, like, develop any attraction to this woman, but oh my god. Jesus. Stop doing that voice. Stop it.
Yeah, nice job hitting an immobile target, Akane.
That's what I can get.
And that's all you can do.
And that leaves Steph.
Yes. So I want to clarify one thing before I make my move. The anti-material rifle doesn't pierce, does it? I didn't
The anti has armor piercing.
Well, what I mean by that is, would it go through and hit multiple targets?
No, I don't believe it would. It doesn't
Okay.
fire in a line
No.
like
Just
that.
wanted to make sure that if I did that, I wasn't going to be aiming also directly at Gloria.
That's very sweet
Oh.
of you. Wow.
Yeah, I think even if it was line, would it hit Gloria? I guess so. But that'd also take a pretty long line attack. Anyway, yeah, you're good.
Anyway, yeah. Gonna shoot it right at the one next to Sirius, the one that's still
Oh yeah,
standing.
and don't forget that it has the accurate tag, so make sure to add 1d4. Or
26, my man.
All right, here we go. That's a 9 plus 2 for 11.
Yes.
A 9 for 11, and this is on the Sentinel. That 100% hits, roll 2d6.
4 plus 6, that's 10.
4 plus 6 is 10. Let's see, and it also has... Oh my goodness me, hold on, let me double check on this. Armor piercing. Damage dealt by this weapon ignores armor.
It does.
Describe to me how you destroy the Sentinel.
Well, in the, I guess, aftermath of her shots at the one in the distance, Steph started preparing this just very large rifle that usually is not the focus. She was more concerned at the time about the number of enemies in the area and how much of a problem they might be, but then, you know, in the process, her teammates took care of most of them, but she still took her shot and just ripped right through the, I guess you would call it the heart of the mech, although it's probably going to hit whoever's inside in the process.
Yeah, so you take a shot on the pilot compartment.
Pretty much, yep.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, so you line up your shot, and it fires soundlessly a shell, you know, the size of an oil barrel being ejected, and or a casing the size of an oil barrel being ejected, and this shell just cleaving straight through the center of the mech, and it just starts drifting through space, deactivated.
Are we constantly on comms with each other? Or,
I imagine.
okay, in that case, I'd imagine it's, for a weapon like this, it's probably not silent because of the sheer vibration that would go through, you know, Steph's mech, as well as probably her mic to the rest of her teammates. It's not loud necessarily, but Steph feels
Sure, they get a rumble.
they might hear it.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Someone smashed their desk in Discord and we all heard it. That's the equivalent I'm imagining.
Yeah.
Sweet. And that's an ordinance. That's just a quick action, though. So you have time for something else.
Oh boy. Lily just yelled at me not to kill the last one, so I'm trying to figure out what I can do usefully that's not going to kill it.
The last one is mine.
Some
Make
tech.
sure it doesn't get away.
I think everybody wants the last one, huh?
Oh, no, Gloria doesn't even actually want to kill it. She has something better in mind.
Oh dear. I can't decide whether that's detain for information or something closer to torture. I don't know.
Same
Well,
difference.
I guess make a character choice, since I imagine Gloria just told you, hey, don't get the last one.
Yeah, this is tough. There's nothing.
She posted in the group chat. Are you gonna ignore?
Is there?
Are you gonna leave her on red?
You can leave her on red.
Is there anything? There's not really anything like insight checks in this, are there?
Not as such. If you have a question, you can ask me, and I will determine whether you need a roll to know that.
I'm trying to decide whether I know Gloria enough to know what she's gonna do.
Oh, I mean, I think that's your choice, honestly.
I mean, if you want to roll for it, I will tell you based on the roll.
I think that sounds fair. Okay. D20, D6.
I did D20 +1 for bond.
Okay. That's an 8. Plus 6 is 14.
I meant +1 flat.
Oh,
sorry,
plus,
not
okay,
accurate.
so 9. 9. Probably not.
That's
good
9. All right, so that's. I mean, I'll leave the answer up to Gloria.
Well, you definitely know that she wants to bring this enemy pilot back to the ship, but you're not sure if it's for torture or information purposes. It might be both.
Might be both.
For all you know.
If it's Gloria, it's probably the same thing.
I'm gonna be honest. I guess with that in mind, I feel like it's not a bad idea to detain them and bring them with us, and I'm gonna count on maybe being able to convince Gloria not to torture.
Okay, yeah, let me rephrase. She definitely wants information, but what you're not sure about is whether she'll get that by torture.
Yeah.
Either information or torture for the purpose of information.
How beat up is this person looking again?
Ronan got a little blown up.
It did get a little bit blown up. It looks like I think I accidentally put the number down on the Ronin and it was supposed to be something else. Hold on, let me see exactly how much damage did the Ronin recently. So I don't remember it took 6, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Now I have the correct.
What's the 99 their name stand for?
I don't know. I couldn't think of a good username.
I think Gloria's free runner is the funniest possible username. For Gloria, I love it.
Are you
okay,
certain it
yeah.
wouldn't be a 69?
That's true. There it is.
There it is.
Nice.
69. Nice. Okay, yeah, the Ronin is looking bad. It's not looking great.
Excellent.
Okay, if I move, let's just say here, is the ship still between us, this debris? Or...
It will be because you are on +1 and he is on -1, so
Gotcha.
it will be a line of sight block.
Okay. What about if I move all the way out here? Because I do have 4 movement, right?
Yep.
Okay, so... but would that be within melee range because of the height difference?
It would not be a melee.
Okay, then I don't think I really have anything I want to do.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna leave it there.
Sounds like a plan. All right. It's the end of the round. New round. So we have some people who all want to go first.
Gloria!
It's mine.
Okay, Ben, how do these things normally get resolved?
Calm discussion. Usually, well measured. Safe to say that since Preston is physically closest to it, he'd get the opportunity to act first.
Gloria is also very fast, though.
Gloria is
Hold on a
fast.
sec. Placing Glory. Okay, you both have the same speed. So I can't use that to tie break. Alright, both of you make a contested roll.
Contested
D20.
roll. Agility?
No, speed.
Contested. Speed. That's a weird one because speed is... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, sure. Both of our speeds is 4 right now, so D20 plus 4.
But Gloria does have +1 agility is the thing.
Yes, as do I.
Yeah, both of you do.
I also have ace, though.
Okay, you know what then? I'll allow it. Fuck it. Go kill him.
That is actually true. Okay.
Take
yeah,
it.
All right.
It's yours.
Gloria,
It makes
you take
sense for Gloria to be the more aggressive one in this situation.
Alright, so Gloria flies forward, and she's gonna make a melee attack.
Yeah,
Okay, stick.
17.
that's a hit.
That hits. Yeah. What do you do?
So I imagine what she does is she takes her like spear and just sort of cleaves through one of the arms with it, and then like she punches the like cockpit area a couple times, such that her fist will go through the chest, and she wants to grab the pilot and rip them out.
Ooh.
Okay. How about you make that? Geez. I mean,
Without killing.
I guess you. Without killing them. Yes, that's not technically. Roll for damage anyway, because if this doesn't kill it, I'm not going to let you do it.
What do you mean?
I mean, if it doesn't take down the rest of the mech's HP, I won't. The grabbing part won't happen. So just to make sure that, yeah.
7.
All right, so you punch in and you grab this grooming fucker, and we are now officially at combat.
So Bernhild is just like holding a dude right now.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. What do you intend to do with him?
We'll see.
Very nice.
He's not staying in my room. If we're keeping him, that is.
So we're back to the narrative. We're back to narrative mode. This might also be a good time for anyone who needs to spend a repair to do so.
I'm at about 6, so it's probably best for me to take a, bit of time down, fix myself up. Okay, in that case.
Same here. How does repairing work exactly?
You spend a repair, and unless I miss my guess, Ben, you go back to full HP.
Yes, you can spend a repair here to, you can spend a repair to, top your HP bar off up to full. You can spend, one repair, for Everest, one repair per structure damage to repair a point of structure loss, which didn't happen, which is good. You automatically cool all heat between encounters. Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually stabilize to reload my RPG and clear my heat.
Very good.
I think that one happens for free outside combat, no?
Does it?
Yes, the reloading happens for free outside of combat.
Oh. Okay.
Alright then. So I'm back to 14 HP and 4 out of 5 repairs.
Very nice. As am I.
I had 3.
Oof.
3?
Yeah.
You took a big hit.
She got pretty low. And Akane. Oh, and clear heat if you've got any too.
Oh yeah, I did.
Do we clear overcharge?
I believe we do if it's like that. Couldn't tell you for sure.
Also, Akane, you didn't take any damage, but if you wanted to spend, well, that's a full repair, isn't it? So, Ben, can she spend a repair to get her hex charges back? Or
I believe,
is a full repair?
Let me check the rules on a repair.
Yeah, it requires a full repair. The system
Yeah.
Yes.
can only be used 3 times before it requires a full repair.
Unfortunate. Alright. That's alright. You spent some utility in a good situation to spend utility. You've done well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that after action done,
Very well.
I think the most pressing matter is the man Gloria is holding in her fist.
Very nice. Safe to imagine at this point, everyone's, done whatever maintenance, minor tinkering they need to get their mechs back up to snuff. So we're all at this point probably gathered around the man, squirming around in your mech's hand.
Yeah, I think this is your point to take. What's the word?
I mean, we're not really done searching the ship.
You're not. Although I will say that in the course of the battle,
We're done searching the ship, but we're not done looking for the thingy.
The weapon.
Yeah.
yeah. But during the battle, you guys, you especially Gloria, you move far enough. I know it's not gold, bear with me, but the object is going to be in that portion. So you saw, like, while you were chasing after the scout, you saw the part of the ship that it's got to be in.
Hey, I think I see the missing hull from earlier.
Alright.
It's gotta be what we're looking for.
We have no reason to stay here any longer. Let's get in, get out.
Yep.
We don't know when more of them are coming. I'm sure we could take them, but it seems like a waste of time and effort.
It's not worth the risk.
Speaking of, my character, would you mind holding him still for a second? I have some things to ask.
What?
I have some things to ask him.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna be able to do it till we're back on the ship.
That's nonsense.
Is he?
You've got him restrained.
Yeah.
He has no
Yeah,
leverage
good
here.
luck talking in space.
Does he have
This is
comm?
not queued to our
Easy
comms.
enough. Are you sure? Just trust me. Okay, out of character, trust me. Please.
I guess we're assuming the guy has comms in his helmet or whatever.
Oh, no, you don't know, do you?
You have something?
I have something.
Yeah,
Just give me a second.
I don't know. Okay, what's up? Now I'm curious.
Alright, at this point, Preston simply disembarks. He walks up to your mech, clasps his hand over it. To form a simple bridge. Cockpit swivels open. Awkward clunk, clunk of Preston's exoed legs with mag boots walking down the arm of his mech and towards his hand. I'm assuming that the guy is squirming tight. Right?
Oh yeah.
He's just like trying to get out of there. Very good. I would like to squat over him. It's safe to imagine that like the upper section of his chest, shoulders, and head is sticking out.
Yeah.
Both hands around the side of his head. Gentle. Helmet to helmet. Enough for vibrations to transfer.
Yeah, you're pulling an expanse on us.
Are there any more of you coming?
Yeah, we were just a forward team. But you, I mean, you don't even know what you're in for. They're not far behind at all.
Interesting.
You're looking for the same thing we are, aren't you? I don't know how the hell you knew about it.
It was just our job. Why shouldn't we kill you here?
Out of character, I assume that we can all hear the vibrations that Preston is hearing through.
Chances are it's the same. We're still on like an actual comm thing. You can hear everything Preston's saying.
But can we hear the other guy's stuff?
Can you hear the other?
Yeah, probably,
Yes.
but it's pretty muffled.
Mhm.
It's you're not gonna get all of it. Anyway, so but Preston asks if there's any reason why they should spare him, and he scoffs and he's like, "I'm not gonna beg for my life from you."
No, you're not. At this point, Preston will quite simply. Actually, wait, before he does that, do you mind if I kill him, boss?
Was it directed at me?
Oh, sorry. Which boss would it be? Sorry, taking a look at the dossier. He tends to take advice from Sirius for anyone else. Sirius, should I kill this man? Do you need him? He's human debris. There's no reason for him to be kept alive.
Sirius is just like, why am I the one in charge of this?
Very well. Gloria, should I kill this man?
I'm a bit curious about why he's confused that we knew about this weapon.
I'm not telling you anything. Look, he just asked some kid if he should kill me.
Leave him alive.
Before anything else, I'd like to roll something here. Threaten.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what we can get out of him. Besides just, idle threats. Now,
Okay, no need to make a new threat. I think you've threatened him
out of character.
plenty. We'll just see if it's
Alright.
if it works mechanically.
Right, so he mentioned that they were after, the super weapon. See? So, again, face down to his. It's surprisingly intimate, Preston makes a show of lifting the face shield, like the actual reflective material on his helmet up. Get a look directly in the man's eyes. There's nothing in Preston's. Just the same as always.
Well, yeah.
What do you know about the super weapon? And why are you after it?
Make the roll.
Very well. +2 to threaten. That's a 15.
We don't even know what we're looking for. Okay, we were in them. Just because we heard there was going to be some fight going down, and we wanted to scrap whatever was left. But man, something went down. You should have seen it. The entire fight. It was only a few minutes in. I mean, this whole thing lasted less than half an hour. Okay, the battle started, and then all of a sudden, the shots just started going everywhere. Everyone started shooting everyone else. It was chaos.
That's how battles work. Tell me something I don't know.
No, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck. All right? I'm not talking about everyone shooting everyone else. I'm talking people shooting people on their own side. Everyone turned against each other. It wasn't even like a mutiny or anything like that. There was no direction. There was no strategy. There was nothing. It's like everybody went berserk at once and didn't know who was who or what was what. The flying was terrible. Nobody tried to dodge anything. All of the ships just stopped moving and started firing. That's it. It wasn't, whatever this was, it wasn't a battle. And so we figured there's gotta be something in here that made that happen.
Interesting.
So but how do you know? I mean I guess it was your job, but
Yes.
look, that's all I got. Look, my buddies are gonna be here soon. If you want the thing, you better find it and get the hell out fast. Cause there's a lot of our guys coming in. We got the signal off. They're on the way. You don't have time gabbing with me, pal.
Gloria. Or rather, hang on. Consult with first. Let me check my list. Sirius. Should I kill him now?
We don't want him to know we were here.
Very well. At that, Preston, just without...
No. I want Gloria to have this one.
Go ahead, Gloria.
As soon as Preston asks the second time, Gloria just squishes him.
Yep.
18, baby!
Tube of frozen toothpaste.
Okay.
Cobb. Funny.
So now you guys know that you have a pretty limited time
Limited time.
to get what you need and get out.
Like he said, we only have a limited amount of time. How soon can we strap this into our cargo hold and make a break for it?
Soon as Steph makes sure it's deactivated. No power going to it.
Yeah. Also, just to be clear, the Humboldt, this field is way too dense for the Humboldt to pick its way through.
Makes sense.
You're gonna have to. Yeah. So you're just gonna. I mean, maybe the Humboldt could take the long way around. You don't really know what size this super weapon is. So kind of the means of extraction are a little bit up in the air right now. You'd better get eyes on it before you can figure out a way out.
Well then, what would we roll to get eyes on it? Is there anything that matches the rough hull size and shape and interior pattern
Gloria
of
already has eyes on the part of the ship that has the
Gloria?
weapon
You
in it.
do.
All that's left is to explore. Gloria, take point.
Alright, Steph, you're with me. I want you to make sure this thing doesn't have any power going to it.
Absolutely.
It's the one I just clicked, right?
Yeah, it's in there. Of course, I just kept this map up for map purposes. It doesn't
Right.
actually.
Okay, well, Gloria's gonna head on over, giving Steph time to catch up.
I guess so. So Stefan and Gloria, kind of arrive at the part of the ship that must have the super weapon in it. It's going to require another disembarkation.
All right. Gloria will disembark.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Yeah. So you guys are exploring in, and you find that, you know, oddly utilitarian corridor again, and you walk through it, and it opens into a room that's a little bit big for a ship, but not super big still. And hanging in the middle of this room, suspended by a bunch of taut black cables, is this black oval, which it's just a picture of a black opal, you know, but it's the same like coloring pattern as a black opal. It's this very deep black with kind of shimmering parts. It's a thin ovoid. I'm trying to think of like a good corollary to kind of get a sense of the size of it. It's approximately 3 meters tall and about 4 feet wide at its thickest point in the middle. And it just has a bunch of cables plugged to it, and it just hanging there, suspended also on a small plinth.
I know I'm not there, but out of character question, is it size 1/2 or size?
It is size 1/2.
Perfect. So it could fit in an expanded compartment.
Roughly the size of a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
One of us has an expanded compartment.
You do.
Yeah, I also have an expanded compartment.
All right, Steph, run any checks you need to.
Yeah. Steph, you're our tech person. How do you want to investigate this?
I do want to make sure that whatever it's plugged into, that there's no power going to it, or that, you know, nothing we might seriously disrupt by removing it from this platform, from
Okay.
where it's sitting.
No check necessary. It's pretty clear, just from like a look around the room and a quick check on circuit boxes and stuff like that. That it's there is no power still coming.
Okay. Gloria, it looks like it's in. It looks like you could just pick it up or remove it. I think whatever power was going to it, if any, it's gone now. We'd be okay. Still, though, we should be careful. I don't know what this is, but if it's what we think it is, it's very dangerous.
Yep. Alright, so I guess Gloria is gonna head on over and start seeing what she can do to disconnect it from whatever it's still plugged into.
This is my specialty. Allow me.
Did you disembark with us?
It's safe to assume that if y'all are going somewhere Preston is too, he's just not
Fair enough.
prone to say much unless he's prompted to. There's something that is his field of expertise.
Yeah, it's true.
All right then.
Right. So we're disconnecting swiftly and messily. That's his specialty. What am I rolling for it? Give me an overview of what it is and how exactly I have to decouple it from everything else.
An overview of what it is. I mean, I don't think that's information that you guys are going to be able to acquire just by looking at it. It's not really reminiscent of tech that you've seen before. The cables, however, do look pretty normal. So, I would say get to work.
Get to work. I will roll to get to work. We're not under any semblance of pressure here, I'm assuming.
I don't think I agree with that.
We are. We are under pressure here. I'd say disconnecting this requires concentration, dexterity, speed, or precision under pressure. AKA stay cool, AKA at +2, plus my 1d6. Because right now we are under a bit of a time crunch. Preston likes time crunches. That's a 21.
Okay, sick. So you begin cutting through cables and trying to disconnect. And as you do so, Steph, on your monitor, you notice an electric spike in the circuitry. And all of a sudden, the thing begins gushing steam. I guess not steam because it's space, but it just ejects a whole bunch of vapor, and you guys can't see. And you hear some mechanical sounds, and you're not really sure what they are. But the room is totally full of vapor. It's nearly impossible to see anything. What do you do?
Oh dear.
Gloria makes sure her shotgun is out.
I can't see anything. Remind me where this was coming from?
The steam or the vapor it did come from the object.
Interesting. Annoying. Is it in my way?
The vapor, it's making it difficult to see. It doesn't make it difficult to move. And also, let's just say that everyone has disembarked, so that if anyone has any contributions they want to make, they can.
Okay. Akane just kind of raises her heavy machine gun in her tertiary arm, raises her laser carbine, and she says, I don't like this. I don't like this. Fucking space egg.
Easy, everyone.
Was Steph able to tell before this, got too out of hand where the steam vapor was coming from? Was it coming directly from the egg?
It was.
Okay.
Does the egg have ports?
I mean, it has ports where the cables are attached.
So it's probably not something I can fix, seeing as this is not coming from a system.
Nothing that can be fixed. This would be, seems to me, are there any convenient holes, or rather plugs, around? Would something as simple as, using the tip of your heated blade to, cut out a section of wall and then just actually, spot welding it onto the ports, would that be enough to stop the steam? Or can I work through the steam?
The steam has stopped issuing. So the vapor issued, you heard sounds, and then it stopped. There is no more vapor being created.
Very
it was
well.
A set amount.
Set amount of vapor being created. It has no effect on me other than making it a little harder to work. I will keep going. No need to worry about this.
So you continue to work, and you get it severed from the cables, and you lift it to the plinth, and nothing else nothing else goes wrong, really. It seems okay. You have the object in hand. It's small enough to get out through the corridors. A little awkward, maybe, but still. Cat once again radios you and is like, "We've got bogeys incoming. We have to go now."
Is that something everybody hears or just Steph?
It's everybody.
Okay. So I don't need to relay that.
Mm-mm.
I definitely am gonna agree though. We have to get going. Have you almost got that out, Preston?
Yes. Have I almost got it out?
Yeah. He's got it out. It's good to go.
It's out. Let's go.
Who's gonna carry it? Someone's gotta... I've got a compartment, and what? Sirius, you have a compartment?
Yeah. Either one of us can carry it. Whichever one's faster.
Yeah. I'd like someone to... I'd like whoever it is that is carrying it to make some kind of roll to determine how quickly they can get out.
I have a 4 on speed. What about you?
I also have a 4 on speed, so I think we're equal.
Do you have any
Okay.
narrative triggers? Get somewhere quickly? Act unseen, unheard? That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Don't think.
Right. Assault, take control, blow something up, apply fists. So
I think
noth-
she could easily take control of the egg.
Oh my god.
Take control. She could also attempt to blow something up in order to make an immediate exit out of the ship.
I like it.
That's a good idea. How about I could rig a fuel line to blow and
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Okay,
give us all a
Stevie.
kick. And also leave no trace behind for those fuckers. Alright. Should I roll blow something up then?
Let's do it.
Okay, that's 1d20 plus 2, so let's pray.
And plus accuracy.
Pog. Why did I say that?
Why
wouldn't
did you
you?
say that?
I liked it.
Why wouldn't you?
Oh.
We're getting real into history.
Oh, utter balls. Utter fucking balls.
Uh-oh.
It's a 7 plus 1.
Oof. Not good.
7 plus 1. Okay. Yeah, that's including the thing, huh?
Yes.
Including the plus 2 and including
Oh,
the accuracy.
sorry, no. So plus 2, that would make it a 10.
Ah, nice.
Brill. Okay.
Or 11.
Great. Oh, you just lead to it. So describe how it looks.
Oh, wait, am I dumb? 7 plus 1, 8, 10. Yeah. I'd say wait till everyone's clear, then count down. We're all, like, together, and first use the blast wave to kind of give us an extra kick of speed, I would say, once we're a safe distance away, and send debris in the other direction where possibly they may be coming. So there's just another silent shockwave that we all sort of ride like a bunch of fucking mech surfers.
Sick. So you ride the shockwave, the object in tow, and your mechs are all there ready and waiting, and they like grab you and you enter the cockpit. Who's got the object on them?
Do you want it or should I?
I guess I would, since you'd be busy with, what do you call it? With blow shit up.
Yeah. Why don't you take it? It creeps me out anyway.
You guys reach your ships, reach your mechs. You have the object in tow, and that's, well, it seemed like it was the hard part, but it's really not going to be. Because as you kind of boost yourselves a little bit away from the part of the ship that you were just in, you see that the rest of the pirate force has arrived.
Not good.
And boy, getting out of here ain't gonna be easy.
No.
And that's where we're going to leave it for today.
Oh,
Man.
ah.
Fucker.
That's evil. Oof.
I mean, technically, this is about half of my planning for session 1. I just didn't expect how long combat would take, and this combat is going to take a long fucking time based on the last one.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So I just figured in terms of pacing, this makes the most sense, and this was a natural close point.
You're right.
Yeah, this is a good place to
I think
leave
so.
it, but also fuck you.
That's fair, but that's how you know it's a good cliffhanger.
Yes.
Exactly. It's an
Thank you
excitement.
so much for playing with me.
Fella.
Invested
Oh,
fuck
that
you.
was excellent. This is good.
That was
All
good.
right.
Oh,
I'm glad you guys liked it. I hope everything was paced okay. If anyone has any feedback, definitely let me know.
Make the murder board.
I
Murder
think
board.
What?
We need a murder board.
We need a murder board? Oh, you want a fucking board?
We
want the channel for the murder board.
yeah. Scroll up on Carrion Corps.
I can't say it'll get
Yeah,
a ton
I didn't-
faster, but I have to imagine combat will get faster as those of us that aren't super familiar with Lancer get more comfortable.
this is true.
And also with
Yeah,
our own
definitely.
rule pool.
Yeah. Okay, this is like an actual in-universe scoreboard. Oh. Okay, I will find a way. I will make us a murder board.
My suggestion was making a text channel that none of us can post, that we can like edit, or at least that you can edit.
That I can edit in. That sounds good.
I feel like I should be able to edit it.
That's
I could trust
true.
Preston. I feel like
Because would Gloria lie about her kill count? Just
I-
change it every
I
so
think
often.
we could trust each other to not.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to stop recording. It's